St Catherine's Hill near Winchester. This hill was purchased in the 14th century by Bishop William of Wykeham, founder of Winchester College, as the recreation ground of the college. He was the first educator to devise a system of tuition which carried a pupil from boyhood to young manhood. He opened Winchester College in 1394 to ensure a supply of suitable students for New College, Oxford, which he founded earlier. He ordained by statute that twice daily his 70 black-gowned scholars should ascend the holy hill. Lord Selborne, in his quincentenary poem, thus alludes to one of the most cherished memories of old Wykehamists. 400 years and 50 their rolling course have sped, since the first serge-clad scholar to Wykeham's feet was led, and still his 70 faithful boys, in these presumptuous days, learn the old truths, speak the old words, tread in the ancient ways. Still for their daily orisons resounds the matin chime, still linked in bands of brotherhood, St Catherine's steep they climb. The Maze on St Catherine's Hill. Dowsing is a very versatile tool. It can be used to detect the presence of general substances such as water or metal, and also more specific things like archaeological remains or even the bodies of murder victims. Going one step further, it can be used to find intangible energies such as those associated with lays and ancient sites. In this lay dowsing on St Catherine's Hill, both dowsers seem to find a reaction at the same spot. Going even further, the process can even be used to determine abstract concepts, such as ages of things. The St Catherine's Hill maze seemed to give a date of 1250.
The view of Winchester Cathedral from St Catherine's Hill. E.O. Gordon, in her book on prehistoric London, says the hill stands at about the same distance from the cathedral as Silbury does from Avebury, and that Winchester Cathedral was erected on the site of a circle is practically certain, she says, from the fact that several stones were at one time to be seen in the close. The late Dean Stevens pointed out one of them to her, near the King's Gate, a relic which she considered went far to confirm the tradition that the first minster was built on the site of a stone circle.
Yes, that's in Wiltshire.
Alright, yeah.
We won't be going anywhere near that.
Alright,
but
yeah.
we will be going to Cheesefoot Head, which is just down the road from here, having a look out, see if there is anything to hand.
Yeah.
And as you need an aerial shot for mazes and crop servers, I thought I'd get this together. I don't know if it will work today on that, but I really want to stout a pole really, but the wood I had kept splitting.
A little light refreshment.
Some point in the day, I mean, if we're going to Winchester, I don't think that's going to be.
Crop circles at Cheesefoot Head.
You need to look at the side to get a bit of shadow.
Yeah.
But he feels that there's a heaviness behind it, you know, it's like, whatever.
Yeah, it is.
Like someone saw.
Butser Hill Ancient Farm.
Yeah.
Melted it, and of course you're going to form what they call lenticular ingots like that. Of course you can heat it and spread it out into sheet. But the problem is it's easy enough to smelt copper, to get copper from the ore in a furnace like that, but it doesn't get hot enough to melt it. You get it out as a metallic sponge. And of course unless the ore is quite pure, you get little bits of stone and things like that in the sponge. And the way you can heat it and hammer it into a dense metal is not very good if it's got lots of rock in the middle of it. So somehow or another you've got to melt the metal away from the impurities before you start to hammer them.
Yeah.
So why did they bother making bronze? And another idea we have is that instead of melting the metal away from the impurities like that, you can dissolve it in lead. When you allow the solution of copper in lead to cool down, the copper crystallizes out like cream on milk. You get a block of metal at the top, which is about 20% lead, 90% copper. Which is then within the composition of the early bronze.
On the charcoal.
Through the
Through the charcoal.
Yes.
Did you do that?
Yes.
And then have we done?
Do you mix in any minerals to purify it or?
No, this is something which we are
And that's frozen the temperature.
avoiding, because we're working right at the beginning. We're trying to find out how these metals and how
it develops.
they do about 5 steps down the line.
Oh, I see, it's a bit more advanced than
When you're having to use full grade ore. Well, that was one we did in this furnace this morning without the windshield around it.
That's this morning's one without a shield round it. Didn't quite manage to melt the copper.
How long did you do that one this morning?
Oh,
That's why I think it has to go from cheap.
No. Faster, faster.
That's it with a smile on your face.
I've got to get finished with this, I've got to get the dinner on and all.
A very incongruous structure.
Do that with rain.
Not a great deal. But then you can sit away from the rain.
The oven.
I could have built a little thatched roof over the top of the hole.
true.
Maybe they didn't think of it.
They couldn't get a volunteer to go up and put it on top.
Do you think you could all freeze for 1 second exposure? Do you think?
Okay.
So you go like that.
The loom. The village of Selborne, home of the naturalist Gilbert White, who in 1789 published The Natural History and Antiquities of Selborne, about rare plants in the parish. The age of this yew is estimated at 1400 years. It may conceivably have been the centre of a pagan cult, or planted at the founding of the first church. By 1990 it measured 26 feet in girth and was taller than the church tower, but a great gale blew it down on the 25th of January, splitting the trunk in two. The trunk was replanted on expert advice in the hope of the growth. The church is thought to stand on land given by the Saxon king Edward the Confessor in 1049. The Domesday Book of 1086 records a church here. The severely plain stone font may date from the pre-Norman period. This slab in the chancel commemorates Gilbert White, the vicar from 1681 to 1728, grandfather of the famous naturalist. This is all that remains of the medieval seating which up to the 19th century filled much of the nave and the south aisle. This ancient ladder was taken from the tower to make room for the 6th bell, hung in 1979. Another ancient ladder leading to the belfry. Yes.
That's a good final shot, isn't it, there? Yeah.
Sorry, I got in the way.
The end of a perfect day. Right, keep going.